Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for March 10th, 11th, and 12th. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is the overview on what is going on in the world and what's going on in the stars and the planets. Now, when I am reading, and I will be doing the other one separately, the individual signs, when I read for the signs, I use my Radley Valentine deck, my angel tarot cards. I use my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I will also use my Angels of Abundance by Doreen Virtue and Grant Virtue and my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, for this, the overview, I do another reading using my Waite Rider traditional tarot, and I will pull one from my Osha Zen Tarot cards. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, these are general readings. They may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to God, Source, Higher Power, Holy Spirit, and whatever the words are that's supposed to come out, they do come out. And it's best if I try not to understand them. Now, let me go here just to my internet just to kind of see. You know that we have now the full moon. This is the day of the full moon. It is already, peaked. It is also, Saturn has also transitioned into Pisces. I have posted some things about that on my community page. Somebody did a really good little spread on Saturn and Pisces, and I put that actually on my Facebook. There's quite a few of the of the memes. I'll see if I can put this onto YouTube and to the other, Instagram and what else, Twitter, but sometimes they don't capture the total picture. So if I'm not able to do that, it is there on my on my Facebook page. So now we have actually a little bit of a quiet time, though I shouldn't say quiet per se, because the energies are still turning. The energies are still changing. Saturn's getting a little, is now in Pisces, and we've talked about what that means. Saturn is the Lord of Karma. Saturn is about rules and regulations. Saturn, is now in dreamy Pisces, who likes to go with the flow, but Pisces has a very ancient energy too. So it's very interesting what's going to happen. Saturn in Pisces is going to either be that everything, all your dreams and hopes, not your dreams, I shouldn't say it so, but a lot of dreams and hopes just go to the wayside. They're just like, nope, not going to happen. But yet then Saturn in Pisces will actually hone in and actually help you to understand what dream is the more important piece. Now, so we don't have a lot of things happening until like the 15th of March. And then we have what is called the Ides of March, and that was an act of betrayal. That was Julius Caesar times, his assassination on the steps of the Congress or whatever they would to call it. Then we go to the 16th, and the 16th has some things changing on. And then we have some just from the 16th, 17th, 19th, 20th. Then we enter into Aries season, and then the big thing is going to be, and we're feeling it now, Pluto enters Aquarius for those 3 months. And what's going on with Pluto going into Aquarius? Let's see what I've got here. Pluto will be in Aquarius from 2023 to 2044. Now I know that, it jumps out a little bit, jumps back in, jumps out, goes back into Capricorn, but Aquarius is all about humanity, is all about social justice. So there could be a lot of things happening with that. Last time Pluto was in Aquarius was 1777. So we have all of those sevens. And then it was until 1798. So a lot of revolutionary times, a lot of revolutionary, spiritual changes. And as somebody even told me, Amy, shout out to Amy, she even told me that there was a lot of changes in art at that time too. So, this is a time there is going to be change, and just be ready. Now, This is very much the time of the people. So it's going to be about people's changes. Okay, so anyway, let's go on here. Um, there is a lot of talk about this seventh, plus or minus 3 days, and now we've already gotten to the seventh. And, there is actually, and I'm just going to, I just saw this yesterday. There is a YouTuber out there who does things with the Schumann resonance. And he said, in his, and I don't know his name, I'm so sorry, but he did say something about March 7th plus or minus 3 days. And he was doing Schumann resonance. He was doing solar activity. He was taking, he was putting the astronomy or the astrology aside, and he was working more with the energies. And so he was saying that things were ripe for more earthquakes, especially on the West Coast and, of America. So just got to put that out there, because not trying to scare you. Maybe you want to try to find it and take a look. Like I said, he just put this out maybe a week or so ago. I just saw it yesterday. Anyway, let's go on to see our cards. Like I said, I pray, I meditate, I infuse the decks with Reiki energy. I am a Reiki 3 master teacher, and I have I do other things with the cards too, but let's see what we have here. Higher power, Holy Spirit, what else do we have going on? I mean, there's change. This is all about change. Saturn was also in Pisces, I think during like 1781 or 2. Don't quote me on that time, but I mean, so again, change is a coming. Change is a coming. Let's just put it this way, change is coming. Okay, let's see what we have. What do we have for the weekend, though? What do we have for March 10th, 11th, and 12th? What do we have for March 10th, 11th, and 12th? Breakout time? Let's see. Holy Spirit, higher power, what would you like to tell people? Now remember that anything reversed, when I use my cards, that means pay attention. It's a strong message. Something's trying to get through. Okay? So let's see what we have here. Okay, first card is that money. This has come up a whole lot for us in the last, month or two, even maybe a little bit longer. It is a 4. Numbers have meaning. 4 is stability, organization, leadership. This is the 4 of Pentacles. Pentacles is our earth energy. Remember, Pluto still is in Capricorn. It is also Taurus, and Uranus is in Taurus. Uranus has a very, many people say that Uranus is, connected with Aquarius. Uranus was also discovered in 1781, so that's in itself is an interesting thing. But Uranus is expect the unexpected, and it's also, this is Virgo, and we just had that Virgo full moon. So money, job, career. It is about watching your money. It is about holding on to your money. But remember, money can also be about your energies. I have been talking about that. So we have the king. He's standing on his pentacles. He's sitting. He's not necessarily sitting on a throne per se. I'm not quite sure what he's sitting on, but he's guarding his money. He's holding on to his money. Money is on top of his head, so it's at his thoughts. A lot of times this card has a lot to do with reciprocity, exchanging of money, exchanging of energies. Are you giving too much? Are you not giving enough? Are you being a miser, or are you spending too freely? He doesn't look really worried, okay? He doesn't look too worried, but it does look like he knows what needs to be done with this money. And he is guarding it. He is guarding it. Yet at the same time, like I said, his thoughts are on the money too. So we have this money type of energy. And this has been popping in and out, like I said, for a couple of months. So watch your money. At the same time, this is also about, somebody that is okay and good with business. But this is one of these things is, again, we have our city behind us. And again, watch the money. Watch your money. Okay, let's see what we have going on here. Okay, so now we have Page of Swords. Now the court cards, to me, have dual energies. Page's underlying energy is is our pentacle energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, which is still very strongly in this connection. It was really strong around the 7th, but but it's still very much there. Okay, so money, job, career. But swords is your air energy. It is your Aquarius. It is your Gemini. It is also your Libra energy. Now remember, Mars is still in Gemini. It will transition out, I think, what was it, on the 25th? It goes into Cancer. So we are, again, I have been saying for the Gemini energies, this is a time to get things done. Use this energy to push through and really push forward. So the Page of Swords is somebody, again, a lot of times it has a new job, it has a new career, a new opportunity, again, to make that money. But then the sword energy is your thought processes, thinking things through. With him, I'm kind of getting this sense of freedom, this sense of, a lot of times swords, when they get into when like the page, I'm like the Knight of Swords is all about real quick stuff happening. But this one just feels just like he's waiting. He's waiting. He's waiting. A lot of times the Page of Swords means that there's new ideas coming. There's new sources coming. There's news coming. But I do get this sense from him now. I do get this sense that he's waiting. That he's waiting. And, he's not necessarily relaxed, but he's not really rigid at the same time. So, this one, like I said, guarding the money, watching the money, it's all about the money. And the swords, this gentleman is waiting. But a lot of times, any of the pages is about new ideas, new opportunities coming, and it's just kind of like, wait. It's like a wait, it's a waiting game. It's a waiting game right now. Okay, next card is walking away. So now we've had the Page, we've had the Earth energy, we've had the air energy. Now we have the Cup energy. There is an 8. 8 is unlimited opportunities and possibilities. We do have this moon thing in there. Is this a sun over the moon? Are we having an eclipse? I'm not aware of any eclipses with this moon here, but this is Cups. This is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. And remember, Pisces has a lot of stuff happening. We have, Neptune in Pisces. We also have Saturn now in Pisces. Fluid, emotional, spiritual. This is walking away from what you once knew, turning your back on the old and walking into the new, which is all about, as we go into what we're going into, many people will be looking at that. So, we have this, and okay, and look at that sun, the sun over the moon, coming between the moon and the earth. Kind of like, I'm not sure, just kind of a little bit interested, a little disinterested, not quite sure. But walking away from what he once had, it's an emotional decision, it's a choice. So something, like I said, I get this sense, and the cards always speak to me a little bit differently, but I get this sense of waiting, kind of alert, not necessarily, but not necessarily rigid, waiting, watching the money, waiting, walking away from what you once knew or what the world once knew. Changes, going in a new direction, leaving behind these 8 cups. Okay, so let's see. So it's an interesting energy here. Trying to feel like, what is the bridge between it all? Watch the money, just wait, turning and leaving, walking away. Okay, you let me know. What this means to you. Okay, let's see what we have. 4 and an 8 also. So 4, 8, 8, 4. Let's see what we have here. Okay, higher power, Holy Spirit, what do you want to say with these cards here? What do you have? What do you have here? We're just going to do one with the Osha Zen Tarot cards. So waiting, walking away. Oh. Here we are. Inner voice. So this is the major arcana. This is a 2. This is about choices, decisions, crossroads, coming together. This would be the High Priestess card. This is listening to that, the High Priestess is really connected very much with the Holy Spirit, the feminine divine. I know I also connect the Empress with the Holy Spirit too, and the Empress also has a connection with Mother Earth. So there is a lot of feminine energy. With this, there is the flow. We have we have the dolphins or the porpoises, and we are in this Pisces time. It's really very fluid energy. We kind of have the connection again. This is this is your inner voice, listening to your inner voice, connecting with your higher power. There's a lot of the fluid, the water energy, just floating around, being at peace, but at the same time, remember the one thing about the High Priestess, she never gives you more than you can handle. But this does mean that this does have a lot of that ascension energy here at the same time. So what does it all mean to you? Let me know. I love to hear your interpretations because, like I said, I open myself up and whatever needs to come out comes out. But you also open yourself up. So what did you see on this? Okay, now I am on YouTube and I am on Rumble. Rumble's starting to pick up, so I'm really pleased with that. So thank you for everyone on either of the channels. So thank you so much. Now, if you would help to support my channel by going down and doing the like, the share, the subscribe, and also if you are on Rumble, rumble me. As always, always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.